So the whole first chunk of footage that I had recorded, gone. Luckily I record audio separately, so I have all of that. I basically have 20 minutes of raw footage that is completely unusable. We're gonna work with what we have. Every time I make a video about an element of the film industry or criticizing it, I know I'm like kind of ruining my chances of ever working in entertainment or being an actor, but God, I really want to talk about this for a lot of reasons. One thing I know for certain is that Netflix has basically tainted this film and any chance it had for succeeding. That's it. That's my intro. I'm Amanda and you're watching Swell Entertainment, and we're talking about the now controversial film Cuties. First things first. Did you go to Sundance in Utah this year, 2020? I didn't go, did you? No? Okay. You haven't seen the movie. I tried to find this movie to see if it was anywhere, and I couldn't find it. So aside from the people who went to Sundance and saw the movie, we really don't know if this film is as bad as Netflix has painted it to be. Obviously, outrage culture added to that, understandably so. No one likes the sexualization of children unless you're a piece of shit. A couple of days ago, the film Cuties was announced by Netflix to be coming to Netflix September 9th, and they also published that it would be coming September 9th on the front page of Netflix. The poster attached to the movie on Netflix was already concerning. Why are these children posed like this? Why are they showing this much skin on the cover of a movie? And the original synopsis on Netflix, also very concerning. It reads, Amy, 11, becomes fascinated with a twerking dance crew. Hoping to join them, she starts to explore her femininity, defying her family's traditions. Already, things are not looking good, but what makes it worse is that the movie is rated TVMA. Barest definition of TVMA means that the film or the TV show is designed for adults and therefore could be inappropriate for children to see. The film is originally in French and it is now, it looks like, been dubbed in English for Netflix. So there is the trailer in French and then also the trailer in English. A lot of people were upset. There was a petition. People were calling for Netflix to delete the movie. Don't show this. Why the hell are you showing this? How did this get made by you? Which it wasn't made by Netflix. I'll just do this really quickly. The way that Netflix works is that they have stuff that they make, okay? They put the funding in, they produce it, they make everything. But then also Netflix has TV shows and movies that they purchase after the movies have already been made. What happened here is the movie was written and directed by Amanda-Golka. I'm sorry if I butchered that. You've been through more than enough at this point. The movie debuted at Sundance in January of this year, and it won the Directing Award, praising the script of the film. Again, if you didn't go to Sundance, you probably haven't seen the film. So the movie premiered, and then Netflix probably beat out other distributors to purchase the worldwide distribution rights for the film, excluding France, which also gives them control of the poster, the trailer, and the synopsis. Are you figuring out what's happening here yet? I've seen some people be like, well, why would they purchase a movie like that? We don't know what the movie is like yet. The movie's not out yet. We don't know. But we're gonna talk, because we're getting there. Anyway, in the original tweet from Netflix promoting that the movie was going to be coming to Netflix September 9th, they also tagged the director. Very quickly, this woman started receiving death threats. As I'm filming this, her account is still deleted. No one has seen the freaking movie. I was asked to talk about this. So someone reached out to Netflix's customer service. You know, like when your account's not working out too well, you're getting double charged, can't find a specific movie. Those people, yeah. How does a movie sexualizing children get approved? Who signed off on this? And then Netflix, Mary, who probably definitely has now been fired by Netflix for all of this. We understand that not all stories may appeal to all of our viewers, which is why we always invest in a diverse range of content from all over the world. We also provide ratings, synopsis, trailers, and controls to help our members make the right viewing choices for themselves and their families. Do you support pedophilia? A simple yes or no will suffice. We cannot really comment on that, but while we believe in creative freedom at Netflix, we respect all religions and their cultures, traditions, and values. Really bad, but I just need a little bit of critical thinking from you guys really, really quick. What did you expect to get out of this? It's not a press release, it's a fucking customer service thing. Just wondering. Yes, to you and I, it is as simple as saying, no, we do not, but they physically cannot do that. Again, here it's saying, do you? Maybe they could have spoken as themselves and just said no. But again, this is a customer support line. I'm not saying that this is not bad, because this is bad. This is a terrible way to respond to that type of question, but also, what did you think you were going to get out of asking this of a customer support line? Anyway, Mary probably definitely lost her job for this. But between that, between the public outrage, between the petition that was signed asking that Netflix not even release the movie, Netflix tweeted out, "We're deeply sorry for the inappropriate artwork that we used for Mignonnes." Sorry. Cuties, it was not okay, nor was it representative of this French film, which won an award at Sundance. We've now updated the pictures and description. Here's the original poster for this movie. This looks like the poster of a coming-of-age movie. Just young girls out having fun, living their life. That's it. The poster that Netflix used looks like bait. Netflix, who the fuck were you marketing to? Like I said, I tweeted out that I was going to talk about this to explain some things, and I had a couple of people say to me, why did they buy this movie at all when it's like this? Netflix chose the synopsis. Netflix designed the poster. I believe Netflix cut the trailer. We don't know the entire story of the movie because none of us have seen it. I have a couple of reviews for the movie from January, but that's it. We don't know if this movie is anywhere near as bad as Netflix has somehow made it out to be. This is not a complete breakdown of the film. This is a review from The Hollywood Reporter. This came out January 23rd, the same day that the movie was shown at Sundance. Okay, let's talk. I'm assuming that if this movie is as bad as it is being made out to be because of the marketing from Netflix, that this will mention something terrible in the movie. A preteen steps away from her traditional Singlinese family background and attempts to fit in by joining a posse of precociously sexualized dancers and Amanda-Golka's feature debut. The review says that the movie has a good premise, but overall it kind of got messy. It kind of lost the plot a little bit, and it couldn't really pull all the threads together that it had weaved throughout the movie. Ami is the main character, and she's just moved into a poor part of Paris with her mother and her two young brothers. Her father is not there, but he's coming when bringing in a second wife. So throughout the course of the movie, they're also preparing for the father's wedding. Amy sees her neighbor Angelica dancing in the laundry room of the apartment, and she then kind of starts trying to join the group, which is essentially the mean girl group of the school, and they're kind of like, not sure, but sure, let's dance, whatever, okay. At some point, Ami steals her cousin's phone, and that's how she gets brought into the world of Instagram and YouTube and the forms of dancing that are available on those platforms. Ami has not joined the dance group that the girls are in. They're trying to get into a dance competition, but Ami has not been brought into the group yet. Something happens, and one of the other girls in the dance group, Yasmin, is kicked out, and so Ami steps in and is like, oh, I can dance with you guys. I can dance. And then she is the one who brings in the provocative dancing or the twerking, essentially, because that's what she's been seeing online, and so she spices up all of their routines now because she can do the dancing, and she's like teaching them how to do this now because that's what she has found. The review gets less based in the plot, but basically the overall conclusion of the review based on the movie is that it's supposed to be a criticism of young girls being overly exposed to a culture that hypersexualizes them. And in an interview that Maimuna did about the film, she talks about how she got the idea from when she went to a talent show and there were all of these children dancing in a provocative manner, and she questioned if the kids even really knew what they were doing or if it was just they were told that it was okay. Another point here, this is an article from Deadline talking about Netflix having to apologize. The largely well-received French language pick won the World Cinema Dramatic Directing Award at Sundance this year. It follows Amy, an 11-year-old girl who joins a group of dancers named the Cuties at school and rapidly grows aware of her burgeoning femininity, upsetting her mother and her values. The film is rated 82% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, and critics generally praised it for the handling of sensitive topics. Again, I have not seen the movie. You have probably not seen the movie, but from where I'm sitting here, based on what I've seen, I'm fairly certain Netflix is the one that's fucking up here. Probably put this woman's life in danger, this director, and has probably ruined her career. This is her debut film. She has done 2 other short films that were both well received, but this is her debut film, and it was, again, well received. But it's too late now. It doesn't matter what Netflix does because they've already tainted this movie. No one is going to feel comfortable to watch this movie now because of how Netflix marketed it, because of how they did the poster, because of how they did the synopsis. Again, I haven't seen the movie. Few people have, but I don't think this movie is going to be what Netflix has painted it to be. I hope that Amanda-Golka is safe because holy fuck, the internet is scary, especially when there is a threat to children. I wish her luck in her future endeavors, but God, I don't know how this movie is going to go over. The movie has now dropped in theaters in France, I believe. We will see how that goes, but I truly think that Netflix just kind of nuked any chance it had of succeeding outside of France. And that's just gonna be it. Did you sign a petition? Did you see the trailer? Did you go to Sundance? Did you see this movie? What other films do you think Netflix has just butchered? Let me know. Comment down below. Shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for supporting my Patreon. If you'd also like to support my Patreon, the link will be listed down below. If you'd like to follow me on my social media, that'll be all up here. And that's gonna be it. Have a good day. Goodbye. really don't know how this is gonna go. Thank you, Adam, Allen, Elise, Brighton, Young, Cameron, Christopher, Chris, Cody, Colton, Crash PC, Don, Elliot, Aaron, Essen, Evan, Exo, Feckless, Hopeless, Jason, John M, Jonathan, Jordan, Joseph, Kenneth, Kenny, Kevin, Kim, Kristen, Lee, Lisa, Logan, Manga, Matt, Matthew S, Me More the Red, Michael, Michael J, Nathaniel, Pat, Prolock, Rob, Robert Ross, Sam, Simon, Stefan, Tasha, Timothy, Tom, Victor, Wendy, Williams, Endry.